Welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Well, Beach Boulevard runs right through it. From the sea to the mountains, Beach Boulevard is the artery that runs through Orange County and toward the hills. In Stanton, the city of Stanton, in the middle of it, the mayor is here now to tell us about a few things that's going on in the city of Stanton. Carol Warren, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
We bring up Beach Boulevard because there are some new developments along Beach Boulevard, kind of sprucing it up. It seems like all the cities along beach are doing some rehab facelifts. And what's going on in the city of Stanton there?
Well, right now, the Beach Boulevard has 90,000 cars a day up and down that road. And so it's a vital part of Stanton for our retailers, our whole business community. And so there's been a lot, we've had to jump through a lot of hoops with the state and RDA and everything else, but finally all these projects are coming together and we're going to see groundbreaking up and down Beach Boulevard in Stanton this year, and we're just thrilled.
And there's a lot of new development about to break ground all throughout the city, so let's talk about it. It has to do with infrastructure. We also have Central Park. Right.
Central Park, we worked really hard. It is an 11-acre park in Stanton, and it's won some of the top awards in the state already. We're just thrilled. It turned out wonderful. We've had probably over 100,000 people visit the park since it opened in July. And all summer long, there's just all kinds of fun events, including our Stanton car shows moving to Central Park. We have movie night in the park, which is a lot of fun. And all the charities will be there with popcorn and hot dogs and everything like that. So we're thrilled with Stanton Central Park. The best thing is it's not coming out of our general fund.
Yeah, you have a public-private partnership. Now, how does this work? Why is it such a good thing for the city?
When we were so impacted by losing our RDA and the recession that we really had to start thinking out of the box and how we were going to make the city run, because we couldn't spend any money. And so one of the things we did is we approached a lot of businesses in the city going, how can we work together? And so the park has two companies that are financing all the maintenance on the park for the next 20 years. And one of them is a very established, large, it's Roundtree Gardens, senior area in the city, and they're one of our sponsors. And then also W Logic, which is a newer company that's working in the energy area. So we're thrilled to have a partnership with them, and it helps the citizens, it helps the companies, and it helps the city. It's a win-win all the way around.
Yeah, the companies are happy, and then the cities don't have to pay pensions and health benefits for the workers as well. Right. So it's a win-win situation. You're undergrounding some of the utility lines. It's a small thing, but it's a big thing because it looks so much better.
Right. As we were talking about Beach Boulevard, we do have a lot of development coming in there. We have a new retail center at Beach and Orangewood. We have a Starbucks coming at Beach and Garden Grove Boulevard. And so we decided to take the telephone utility lines and put them underground. And we're doing that from Garden Grove Boulevard to Lamson Avenue for now, because it's very expensive to do. And we saved up in our piggy bank for years to be able to afford that. So that's the first step of that.
Yeah, it looks better. In a lot of areas, it's a safety issue as well. And this is something we were discussing before. New sewer master plan. A lot of people, you might not care about it, but you want to be, you're happy it works in any city. What's the master plan for the sewer? Just keeping things moving along without any problems, right?
Well, the pipes in Orange County are getting pretty old. I mean, ours are 55 years old, and so at some point they're going to give up the ghost and say we're not working anymore. So we're going through and we're checking the pipes, we're replacing pipes, we're adding modern day technology to a very old system to make it last longer.
It's not a real exciting thing, but if you don't do it, unfortunately, it can be headline news, because you see in other cities where the pipes break and you have flooding and other kinds of problems.
Right, they're flushing money down the drain by not taking care of their pipes.
I get it. You're too funny, Carol. So we're moving slightly away from Beach Boulevard down to Catella and Beach. New landscaping there that helps with the overall look of the road as you go through the city.
Right. In cities, you have different funds that can't be spent on other things. And so our Lighting and Maintenance District Fund is we've been saving up on that one, and so we have all new medians for the roads. We have wayfinding signs. We updated and have brand new Stanton signs. So it's adding more flair. It's giving the Stanton City brand a big facelift, and it's good for our residents and our businesses.
And more businesses coming into town. You mentioned Starbucks, but there are also a number of other businesses, and when there are additional businesses, the people who live there benefit and the city benefits because of the revenue from the sales tax.
Right. We've had an awful lot of new business licenses being
Who's coming to town?
supported. There's new grocery stores, there's new restaurants.
I heard about a medical building.
There's 2 medical buildings coming in, and one of them has a restaurant at street level, so it's a mixed use. And we've got a new Del Taco coming in. Just a lot of new businesses. There's a lot of them that are tentative, but they're very exciting businesses, so we're looking forward to seeing if they'll get all their I's and T's crossed on their contracts.
A lot of cities have had some financial difficulties, suffering the economic downturn, 2008, and Stanton had its share of financial problems, but you recently have balanced the budget and things seem to be looking up. Tell us about the financial health of the city.
What we did is, I was mayor in 2012, right in the middle of the recession, and it was horrible, and our entire city council is adamant about having a balanced budget, and we cut and cut and cut, and we could not balance it. It was a structural deficit budget. And so we decided to ask the residents of the city if they'd work with us and accept a 1-cent sales tax to pay for police and fire. It was a public safety sales tax. That's what it was going for. And the citizens understood it. And they voted it in. And then a group of people from outside Stanton did a huge campaign to try to recall the tax. They didn't live in the city. I mean, why they were trying to tell our residents what to do was just amazing. But the residents understood why they were paying the tax. They understood that we had no alternative, so they voted the recall down. So with the addition of the 1-cent sales tax, local tax, our budget's balanced.
Without the increase in the sales tax, why was the budget so difficult to balance?
We were a 90% RDA city.
RDA, Redevelopment Agency. Okay, and those monies were taken away from the state, and a lot of people were depending on them to improve on a lot of areas of cities, including yours.
Right, and small business loans and all kinds of things were happening from that money. And we were using it really wisely. But when you lose, your sales tax drops because the recession's there, it was just like this never-ending circle of things that were feeding upon each other that really hurt the city. But if you look, it wasn't just Stanton. I mean, in the last election, Fountain Valley has a new sales tax, Westminster, Placentia, there's a lot of other cities that might not be as talkative about it as we are, but cities are hurting,
Do you see an additional sales tax increase in the future?
Oh, no.
You think this will take care of it? Do you see a pullback of that sales tax without a voter mandate in any time in the future?
Maybe. We just take it, we have a 5-year budget, we have a 2-year budget, and we have a 1-year budget. We just take it a year at a time and see how it goes.
Carol Warren, thank you so much for coming by to talk about Stanton. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Glad you could come along too. I'm Leslie Leyton.